You've come, warrior! The mighty guardian, our Eutychus Arsinosa, is not the kind of The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. But she is still an echo and can't...
These sounds...
What is it? Did you feel something just now?
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direct...
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest. But on the long path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsinosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deep. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the light. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsinosa's side is a great source of strength for...
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt elated. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont. But the source of... But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer...
She waits for us there. I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Anyway, it's no matter. These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you. Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once? Discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
You are from my homeland.
That girl just now, the closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathea, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathea arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Threnodian. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Threnodian was never able to establish influence here. The Threnodian controls the mind of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunesi, and likely a follower. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena. Krylova once said, the closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their in this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout. If the Mia I see is under the Threnodian's control, does that mean... When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathea's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Threnodian's presence. Did they cross paths? Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she... Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the dark tide? Or is she just another...
Is there something you need? Or something you want to say? I'm sorry. I don't recall these past days. There have been moments when I feel lost. I don't know if it's the Threnodian's work, but if something is wrong and it's trying to twist my mind, you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes, living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior, just as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide it where it must go.
I hear cowering prey. Hit with me! Huh? Face me, coward! Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone. This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartothea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on ages ago. The dark tide bore down on Reganese, and Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing. It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Dragoon, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks power. Needs pain.
More Tacit Discords, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted. Just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blade appears as well as Tacit Discords.
I'll end you! The fight is on! Now's the second half. Glory is upon us! The tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why is it suddenly appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
What's that sound? Come!
Lupa?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
Not just knowledge, you've stolen the Sentinel's access too! Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Is that Contender Mia?
It's the Threnodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter, the quill will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
A wrong note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I've chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream. I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the Great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumes Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced. The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud. Is the warrior? No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly. In a past story, I came here with Cartathea.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Cartathea. You saved me, but I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinasita weep and bleed. I will drag whoever orchestrated this tragedy out of the shadows.
Septimont, can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean?
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter what, you have a certain specialness. Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe she will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Oh, must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet her and see how she does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, Garcia. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
I'm close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the Silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monster's doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimons once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago? After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimon mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Ah, of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken the sleeping giant of glory. In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. Covered in tidal. Can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
With me to victory! Yes! Into the spotlight! Caught now! Lackluster! With me!
Need to check for more patrol units nearby. Here, cowering prey. The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts. Hiding there, huh? Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route. Huh? The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know, Septimont's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the final.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, and I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her. Lackluster!
Pretty good haul. Meaningless move. With me! Face me, coward! That's some attack.
I smell fear. I hear cowering prayer.
The fight is on! Together we howl!
Is that all? I smell fear.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. The art.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable. You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will hope. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard. Desperate to grow, I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought. To have the dark tide swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub, in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood. Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness, the Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodians' designs in Raguna. But this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with...
I don't care for your taste. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, this play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the sonority. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont to... Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far...
And...
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire...
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death? I hear cowering prey. I'll end you with me! Together we howl! Face me, coward! Glory is upon us! Is that all? With me! The fight is on! Die, evil! Into the spotlight! Or nothing! Together we howl! Hiding there, huh? Pretty good haul. Hiding there, huh?
Wuthering meal. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago. Where are you going? To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish? That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory. But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central hub left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten. We were raised by them. You will never understand. Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. You are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant. No. Viburnum. My flowers. Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh. I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but she treats everyone the same. She didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, she chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city, Septimont. Built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel and not the Threnodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Brinacita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. I believe in you, warrior.
By the eternal sun, I will slay you!
From the fear and the longings of civilization, I was ruined. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. With sharp blades and silver tongue, you struggle for power and revel in the slaughter of the arena. From past to present, nothing has changed.
What right do you have to judge the people of Brinacita? Mia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Hey! Into the with me! I smell fear. Triumph at the city!
There's nothing more than scream between life and death. The time calls.
Got some attack?
Pray to me.
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud! Pitiful! Cry! Love! Race to the finish! To face death with the crown of glory! By my will! Let this light burn in all its fury!
To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
There is something no one can take from me. All the bruises I've left just believe it's a solution to my doubts and deepest fears. Glory's not all about winning, but blazing to me last minute.
It's real! Both of you are safe.
The Thermodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Phew! Finally, I can stick my head out. Ugh. Rover, are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we? When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately said it was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this Sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation, though they may not. In this Sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory. In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day egg. I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original framework. This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The central hub, activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's land. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason. You wish to ask, Righteous One? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia. They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
The Black Shores? Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go.
The event that brought forth the dark tide, it must have been my death. After that, all I remember is wondering she saved me. But in that story, then in another after we parted, I awoke in yet another story. It had taken control of Mia's corpse and was using the Fraxidus' Sonoro to grow it. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing. My death. Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonoro world created by the Fraxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Cardathia didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Cardathia saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimont and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. My body disappeared before Cardathia's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cardathia gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing. Is there anything else you want to know? Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Threnodians' control, but Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fraxidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, still lingering within her, the Threnodian took control of Mia's corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. The last trace of Mia's reverberate. Is there anything else you want to know? Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. It was a long, though. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body. I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her. Thanks to you and Cartathea. I was a thank you, my fellow.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub? Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it.
Huh?
It seems like a clue. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power.
That direction, it leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit disc.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest. Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor, but before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Travel through a silver veil above the drifting mist. A shining path the stars reveal.
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more. But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think, she would have wanted to rest here.
Griffins call, banners gold, glory hall.
It's beautiful.
Beyond the Colosseum.
Our city, the city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments and all our hopes.
Eagle's nest where thunder sleeps.
The power to split and merge matter.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
The Knight's challenge has arrived. You won't escape. Oceans, bow before me. Charge forth with me. This should afford us more provisions. The Knight's challenge has arrived.
Warrior!
Are you drinking?
Just wheat juice.
Sure. Wheat juice.
Ah, today you... Oh, you smell nice. Like dried wheat. Warm. My forte gave me the tail. But it seems my nose is keener than most. It's good to have my fellow warrior by my side.
Lupa, you've had enough wheat juice. Sit. Take a break for a moment.
Even though it's over, there's still a heaviness. A drink helps. I've sent word to the F4's palace about Domina Julia. But finding the silvers that fled will take time. 4 years ago, Augusta won the title of champion. Since becoming F4, much of the corruption tied to the arena has been cleared. If Mia had lived, perhaps things would have been different. Sometimes I wonder, what would my life have been like if my parents hadn't handed me over to the Silvers when we first came to Septimont? Just like one of those stories, with the different endings.
Have you ever thought about living a different life, Lupa?
No need. I'm content with what I have. For everything gained, something is lost. But through it all, I met you. That's enough. Life is an arena. Victory and defeat are a part of that. No one wins forever. The more victories, the higher the expectation, and the heavy... Do you fear that one day you might face defeat? That suits you well. To move forward without the burden of a lofty... Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone. I may not have your strength, but should you call, I will meet you on the battlefield, no matter the distance. I swear it, by the eternal sun, my fellow warrior.
Ah. It's all gone now. But I'll ask the tavern keeper if he can prepare something for you later. Oh, the loris salad was as delightful as ever. Well worth reacquainting myself with, so I can make a bowl myself. Fresh, crisp, sweet. Come, sit with me. Let's enjoy a moment of peace. Yes, and so, I've been thinking about what I vowed to you before. To savor the things I desire, visit the places I long for, and meet those I wish to see. To become a roving knight is my true ambition. A wish list is something to be experienced, one step at a time.
I'd say your first wish has already been fulfilled.
The third too, though by unexpected means. Those are my adoptive parents, and their child. Perhaps it was fate's cruel jest. I couldn't find any trace of them after they moved from Raguna. But here in Septimont, I discovered where they had resettled. Only, they no longer recognize me. The truth that I was their daughter was a memory the Threnodian crafted for them, disappearing when it was sealed away in the tower. I don't know what they went through after that fateful day, but at least they are still alive. They even have their own child. They walk here every day, so I come and sit for a while to watch them from a distance.
Cardathia.
It's all right. In fact, I'm at peace with it now. If they had died because of the Order's heavy hand, I would have felt true pain. But this is the best outcome I could hope for. To live 20 years with the weight of a lost child. I don't want to imagine that kind of torment. Besides, through all these twists of fate, all three of my wishes have been fulfilled. Now, if I crave a loris salad, I can prepare it myself and savor its taste. And I still have many years ahead to see the world and the places I long to visit. As for the people I hope to meet, this unexpected journey led me to find them in another city. The winds of Rinasita always seem to bring me what I seek. I am content. night's great harvest. challenge has arrived. Such is the true form, revealed at last. Sentence before, sounding the death knell. Ruin is imminent. Windstorm, sweep all the way. Let's call it a night's great harvest. The night's challenge has arrived. If it's a duel you want. Destroy! This should afford us more provisions. The night's challenge has arrived. Oceans, bow before me. Charge forth with me. Tide, rise and crash. Atonement. Windstorm, sweep all the way.
You are truly the greatest planet! The victory is yours!
This should afford us more provisions. The night's challenge has arrived. Purge the impure. Oceans, bow before me. Charge forth with me. Gales, purify. Tide, rise and crash. My blade, purge all evil. Begone, wicked souls! Repent, for silence beckons. Charge forth with me, sentence before. Sounding the death knell. Ruin is imminent. Windstorm, sweep all the way. If it's a duel you want. You rise, heavens, descend!
True form, revealed at last. Charge forth with me, exonerate, sentence, befall. Tide, rise and crash. Furious tides, split the heavens.
Victory won! Victory is yours!
Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The Knight's Challenge has arrived. You rocks, heavens, descend!
Glorious defeat.
This should afford us more provisions. Let's call it a knight's great harvest. The Knight's Challenge has arrived. Destroy! This should afford us more provisions. The Knight's Challenge has arrived. Huh? Together we ride! Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The knight's challenge has arrived. Let's call it a knight's great harvest. The knight's challenge has arrived. You won't escape. Repent.
For silence beckons. Torrents, rage on! Sounding the charge forth with me. Salvation. What is it you wish for? Shadows must be purged. A mere scratch upon my blade. Tide, rise and crash! Charge forth with me. Windstorm, sweep all the way!
Wow! That was impressive! The victory is yours!
Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The knight's challenge has arrived.
Let's do this together!
Be gone, wicked souls!
Defeat.
Let's call it a knight's great harvest. This should afford us more provisions. The knight's challenge has arrived. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. night's great harvest. The night's challenge has arrived. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The night's challenge has arrived. This should afford us more provisions. Let's call it a night's great harvest. I can fly too. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The night's challenge has arrived. Repent.
For silence beckons. Charge forth with me. Exonerate. Tide, rise and crash. A windstorm. Sweep all away.
This should afford us more provisions. The night's challenge has arrived. True form.
Revealed at last. Charge forth with me.
Salvation.
Sentence befall. Sounding the death knell. Atonement. Furious tides. Split the heavens.
Beep. Challenge complete. The victory is yours.
They should have bought us more provisions. The Knight's Challenge has arrived.
Weapons up! Let's do this together!
Purge the...
Idiot.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories. You won't! If it's a duel you want...
Defeat.
Let's call it a Knight's Great Harvest. Be gone, wicked souls! The Knight's Challenge has arrived. They should have bought us more provisions. I can fly too. The Knight's Challenge has arrived. Purge the impure. Repent.
For silence beckons. A mere scratch upon my blade.
Huh? Sounding the death bell. Windstorm. Sweep all away. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The Knight's Challenge has arrived. Be gone, wicked souls! Oceans, bow before me. Charge forth with me. Tide, a mere scratch upon my blade. My blade! Purge all evil! True form, revealed at last. Sentence before. Sounding the death charge forth with me. Exonerate. Furious tides, split the heavens. storm! Sweep all away! True form, revealed at last. Gales purified! Sounding the death knell. Tides, rise and crack, furious tides. Split the heavens. You won't escape. Destroy! This should have brought us more provisions. Let's call it a night's great harvest. The night's challenge has arrived. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The night's challenge has arrived. Be gone! Its souls. Let's call it a night's great harvest. My nightly instinct says this way. My nightly instinct says this way. I can fly too. This should afford us more provisions. The night's challenge has arrived. My nightly instinct says this way. This should afford us more provisions. My nightly instinct says this way.
If I had this gear, I'd definitely...
When I grow up, I'll be the strongest gladiator. And then...
My nightly instinct says this way. I can fly too. My nightly instinct says this way. Let's call it a night. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The night's challenge has arrived. You will be reckless.
Never surrender.
This should afford us more provisions.
Together we rise! Purge the impure! Never surrender!
Just like the treasure chest. Let's call it a night's great harvest. This should afford us more provision. Let's call it a night's great harvest. The night's challenge has arrived. Heavens, descend! You won't escape! Be gone, wicked souls! This should afford us more provisions. Just like the treasure chest from the stories. The Knight's Challenge has arrived.
Let's do this together!
If it's a duel you want, this should afford us more provision. Such is their blessing. Heavens, descend! Just like the treasure chest. I can fly too. Let's call it an... This should afford us more provision. Let's call it an... Just like the treasure chest. This should afford us more provisions. The knight's challenge has arrived. You won't escape. Be gone, wicked souls!
Never surrender.
Just like the treasure chest. Let's call it a night. The knight's challenge has arrived. Purge the impure. They should have bought us more provisions. The knight's challenge has arrived. Just like the treasure chest.
Diego begins. Together we rise!
You won't escape.
Never surrender.
They should have bought us more provisions. The knight's challenge has arrived. Just like the treasure chest. Let's call it a night. I can fly too. can fly too. Let's call it a night's great harvest. My nightly instinct says, this way. This should afford us more provisions. My nightly instinct says, this way. Let's call it a night's great harvest. My nightly instinct says, this way. souls! My nightly instinct says this way. My nightly instinct says this way. This should afford us more provisions. The knight's challenge has arrived. Such is their blessing. Be gone, wicked souls! You won't escape! Too reckless. Let's call it a night's great harvest. Okay.
Please have them. I hope they will prove useful.
Okay.
Echoes of the past.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
You're here for the cable car too? From up here, the Septimont view is so good! Before I go, I think I'll ride a few more times. Definitely.
You're getting ready to leave?
Yes. My holiday fun in Septimont is already finished. Time to go back. You keep it. No need to return. It's a little token of good fortune for us. What's real or illusion? Hard to say now. Master always said I had bad luck. Easy for me to get into trouble. Guess he was right.
Did you realize you were in a Sonaro at the start?
I had no idea. For a Taoist like me, it felt like... I don't know. Some kind of out-of-body thing. I asked for your help because it just felt right. Master always said no need to overthink these things. Bye-bye, boss. You're a very fun person. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someday.